The Secret of Shark Island.
Today, Scooby Doo meets Sonny and Cher.
Sonny Bono and Cher Sherilyn Sarkeesian were husband and wife musicians and entertainers during this time period, most famous for their hit I Got You Babe,
I got you, babe.
and television show The Sonny and Cher Comedy Hour. As you'll see throughout this episode, their comedy is often jab-based humor, mostly Cher teasing Sonny. Somewhat ironic in this episode, as they would later divorce in 1975. Maybe Cher wasn't joking so much after all.
Well, so much for local surfing conditions.
Hey, Sonny, where that hotel brochure says deep sea dinners, does it say who's eating who?
Oh, now, precious darling. You know, my ESP tells me we're gonna have a nice, quiet, relaxing weekend.
Fred, look out!
Misdemeanor reckless driving.
Pescado Diabolico, the evil god of sharks.
Sharks?
Yep. The story goes that one night when the sea winds moan, old Sharkface will walk upon the land, and all his man-eaters will leave the briny deep and follow him, driving all of us humans back into the sea.
What's that?
What?
That unearthly moaning. G-sharp, I believe.
Velma has a good ear. It is a G sharp.
Hey,
Was that you barking, old noble friend of man, or was that my tummy growling for food?
Food?
Right on, like in snack. Midnight snack.
Snack?
This is the second time this season where the plot has been advanced by Scooby and Shaggy going for a midnight snack.
Like something dragging itself out of the surf. Something slimy and horrible.
Oh, come on, Daphne. You mean like something gray and scaly, covered with seaweed, with rows of sharp teeth and beady green eyes and webbed hands and feet with claws?
Exactly. Did you see it too?
I'm not sure. Let's check during the next lightning flash.
It is as if God created the devil and gave him jaws.
A paddle boat. And hey, a glass-bottom boat with picture windows. We can take the scenic route. Man, dig all them floras and faunas down there. A catfish.
Yeah, flatfish.
Look down there. A wreck. An old Spanish galleon, Scoob. And look at the size of that thing swimming out of it.
The United States passed the Abandoned Shipwrecked Act in 1987. That act gives title of all shipwrecks within the U.S. waters to the United States and not the discoverer of the shipwreck. U.S. territorial waters extend at least 3 miles from the coastline. Further, if the remains of a United States or a foreign government's ship are recovered, then the law of fines does not apply, since it is generally accepted that the governments never abandoned the search and recovery efforts for their own vessels. Obviously, this takes place before 1987, so it doesn't so much apply here. We'll just stick to the assumption that they don't want to report the wreck to avoid having to split the money with anyone else. Aggravated assault, trying to overturn Shaggy and Scooby's boat.
Shark god.
Misdemeanor menacing.
And push.
Well, they crushed him flat, so let's just call that self-defense.
We'd better start worrying about what's going to happen to us. That bucket crane operator sees us.
Maybe he sees us, but he's not gonna seize us. Underwater, quick!
Three more counts of aggravated assault.
Ancient gold doubloons. Real ones from an old Spanish galleon.
Yeah, the one we saw on the kelp bed.
Check. They discovered the wreck accidentally. We caught on to it when one of his shark men tried to spend a few doubloons in town.
But antique coins are legal to keep, aren't they?
But Uncle Sam would take more than half the treasure. meekly wanted it all.
Besides the 6 various counts racked up during this episode, their overall crime isn't really that bad. They'd likely forfeit the treasure and face a penalty for not reporting the discovery. Maybe face a year or 2 in prison, if that. Now the additional issue, which they probably wouldn't face time for, but probably a fine, is still operating this hotel after it was condemned, putting their guests in danger. Sonny and Cher and the gang would also be able to sue in this case for pain and suffering or mental anguish. It's a shame, really. A haunted shark hotel would do numbers on Airbnb. That's all for this one. Thank you for watching, and catch you next time.